Well, what's going on, everybody, and welcome. Hopefully, my audio's working. Today has been a cluster F of not functioning properly across the board, and well, it seems that my audio's working. Seems that everything is working. I don't know. Someone said seal. No. I think you're saying the song. Doesn't he have one where he does something like that, where he goes, "Well, what's his song?" I don't know. It's something about hearts, right? The seal. Now why'd you do that, Andrew? Now I'm gonna be thinking about the singer Seal and what his song is the whole time. Kiss from a rose on the bed. Whoa, yeah, that one. There you go. Thanks, Elvis Gal. You helped me figure out what it was. Someone said, thought you'd be on the road. No, trucker, Florida trucker. I don't have to follow our service guidelines. So I'm actually leaving tomorrow. I should have left today because today's entirety of the day has been horseshit. Like, just to be honest, it's been like a bad day, just in general, from the very moment I woke up. I don't know. Actually, it was okay when I woke up. It didn't get shitty until I came here. And I opened the store. We gave away 1 cup of coffee. She was very thankful, though, which was cool. And, so it's weird. Like, I woke up this morning at 4:30 when my wife got up. That's why my eyes are starting to get bloodshot, because I'm tired. But I woke up at 4:30 because she decided to sleep through her alarm, which, of course, made me wake up. And then I was out on the couch, and last night, I told you guys that I was trying to make sure that the live streaming capabilities were working properly for the road. It wasn't working last night, and the tech support couldn't get it figured out. So finally this morning, the tech support from wherever the hell they are sent us, they were sending messages back and forth with, the service I pay for and another service I pay for. The first service, the one that's a server, I got to give it to him. Synapse servers, man, they are incredible because he was up all night, messaging with them while I'm sleeping. And then finally, by the time I got up this morning, they just had to do a couple more tweaks. And then I sent an SRT feed at, I don't know, like 5 o'clock this morning, and it worked. So it was good. It's good, So now that's working. So I'm going to be good to live stream tomorrow. Now, my plan is to get on the road pretty early. So my plan is to get on the road. Normally when I would come here, I'm still going to come here because I'm just going to leave all the batteries. See, I just screwed up my beard. Damn it. Gotta put it back. But whatever I was saying. And now I'm dealing with another issue too. Thanks. I'll fix it later. Okay, I'm dealing with another issue. There's just so many issues, man. So many issues, just in general. Just life. Life gives you lemons, and when you get lemons, you squeeze shit out of them and make lemon juice. Isn't that the expression? I don't know. I don't know what the expression is anymore. But right now, I've been trying to fix a website issue that I just discovered. And they didn't know what it was, but now they're figuring it out, and he said it should be fixed. So I'm just going to test it real quick while all of you guys are here, because while I have him going in tech support, it's a never-ending cycle of bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So just bear with me 1 second while I add an HTML embed on this website. I click there, then I put this embed in there, and then I go preview, and bada bing, I should be playing right now on this. Yeah, which it's going to, and then I update it. And then if I go to view page, let me see, does it work? Oh, look at that. Look. Here, I'll show you what I just did because I'm amazing. And they finally fixed it. So now, check this out. If you go to citizenstringer.com, you'll see this. And then here I am. And this is the fallback just in case there's any other issues with social media sucking asshole. I'll be honest with you. So it's like that's how my day's gone. Literally every single thing that I've tried to do hasn't worked. like even just something quickly embedding that on this website, and I built the whole website and all that stuff. Nothing works. See, and it switched over to a. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's just annoying. That's my day. But at least Donald Trump didn't get indicted today, so that's a plus for everybody, for the world, for good things. And you know what? You want to hear something else? So I've gotten an inverter. So I took the inverter out of our motorhome and I put it in the car, so that way I could go. Someone said you didn't even get to read it. Well, you can go to citizenstringer.com and then you can read it if you want. It's just the main page. It said, listen, we tried to play nice. It didn't work. Hope you're ready, as we have no other choice but to go scorched earth. Excuse the language, but screw the establishment media and their biased reporting. Get ready for Citizen Stringer 2.0. Yeah. Because you guys think I was giving up? Hell no. I can't give up. I'm never allowed to give up. It never stops. My life never stops. But anyway, so Donald Trump didn't get indicted today because for some reason, and nobody knows why, the grand jury has they were sent home today for some reason. They were sent home. See, like my soundboard was it's just not working. But the grand jury was sent home, or I don't know if they were sent home or told not to come in today. So apparently in New York, the grand jury meets on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So tomorrow there's still chance of Donald Trump being indicted, or maybe they aren't going to indict him anymore. Nobody really knows. Alvin Bragg hasn't really said anything about it. Marcia Green said it could be division in the DA office. Yes, I know. That's what it could be as well. Who really knows what it is? I have no fucking clue. But we'll have to wait and see. Someone said it's been canceled as the case is too weak. That could be as well. It could be because to be honest, I don't even know, dude. Like if there was no grand jury and this was just like, none of it makes any sense. Like the more I try to rationalize it, the more I try to make excuses for why this could be real. I'm kind of like, no, it's still bullshit. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense that they're going after him for a misdemeanor, which the statute of limitations has long since passed. It doesn't make any sense that they're trying to escalate it and call it a felony, which the statute of limitations would have still passed as well. But the felony isn't a crime in New York. It's a federal crime, so they're trying to up it to a federal crime, but the state prosecutor has no right to prosecute a federal crime in a state courtroom. The whole thing just doesn't make any damn sense. And get this, the reason why they're going around all the statute of limitations office is because he was in the White House. That's why the statute of limitations stops, apparently, because he was in the White House. And he wasn't in New York, so the statute of limitations stopped, which is very concerning, too. Because that means there's nothing, statute of limitations. So I guess they want you to hide in plain sight, right? So, which doesn't make any damn sense. Like a statute of limitations is only good while you're still in that state. But if you flee the state, then the statute of limitations stops. That doesn't make any sense. You know, I don't know. The whole thing, this whole case doesn't make any damn sense. I suppose it's not supposed to, you know? I suppose it's not supposed to, but whatever. You know, someone said, wow, you love that. Never give up. Yeah. I mean, it's going to be more of the Citizen Stringer type of journalism. That's what Citizen Stringer is going to be. Because I don't want to, that's one of the reasons why we pulled the plug on it the first time is because I don't want Citizen Stringer. Citizen Stringer morphed into something that I didn't want. It became a regurgitation of everything else that's out there, and that's not what it's supposed to be. So, I want Citizen Stringer to be a place where people can go and find out what's really happening in the country, and I don't give a shit if they're leftists. I promise you that if we get this thing back up and running, we will have Democrat-leaning people, and they'll cover Democrat-leaning stories with a Democrat perspective that I get to do rebuttals on. Like, that's what I want to do. I want to hire Democrats so they can make videos about certain topics so then I can tell the truth after. Do you know what I mean? I really, it's just so frustrating. The more, it's just frustrating. But I wanted this up just in case the Trump rally goes down or just in case my live streams get taken off of, because who fucking knows with YouTube? I'll likely, it doesn't even matter what, just because it's going to say Trump rally, I'll probably get banned on YouTube, even though we're not even covering the actual rally because they denied my press credentials again. What we're doing, what I'm driving, or 20, I'm sorry, it's 19 hours, not 1,900 miles. Oh, the video is wrong. The video is wrong. It's not 1,900 miles. It's 19 hours. So it's 1,300 miles. I'll whatever. But that's what happens when you're tired. But I'm just going to go outside and I'm just going to interview people outside the rally. And then when the rally gets close to coming in, I'm just coming home. It's simple. Everybody's like, why are you driving 1,300 miles to interview people for 3 hours? Well, because I want to talk to people. And to be honest, there's something about being at a Trump rally. If you've never been to a Trump rally, it's very, very cool. You know? Someone said, name it something else. No, do you not know what do you not know what a stringer is? A stringer is an independent journalist, a freelance journalist. Citizen stringer means citizen journalist. That's literally what it means. And it's trademarked too, so nobody could copy that shit. I hold the trademark. Actually, the trademark attorney tried to charge me more money, even though we already had the trademark. And so I was like, fuck you. Like, I don't even care about anything. That just happened yesterday. Trademark attorney's like, we need $799 so we can fill out this and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, it's already filed with the patent office. I'm not doing shit. If it expires, it expires. I don't care. I'm done spending money on shit that's pointless. You know what I mean? It's just something. Someone said he thinks he means naming something other than the Trump rally. Oh, I got you. Well, technically, it's a Save America rally, not a Trump rally. Because but who else is going to be speaking at this rally? Because when he was doing the rallies before, he was promoting local candidates and things like that. I don't know if there's been any announcements on who's going to speak. I haven't been to a Trump rally since the midterms. I think he's done a couple of them, but I haven't been to them. You know, because for a little bit, I was just like, I don't know if he's the best dude. But now, like I was explaining to someone in the post office today, I don't think there's another option right now. Because every single person, they're either turncoat rhinos or they all want the same direction that our country's going now, which is hell. Like, let's be honest. You know, if they're trying this hard to go after Donald Trump, you know, you have to ask yourself the question and say, okay, if they're really going this hard for Donald Trump, then the only thing I could surmise is that it is our duty as Americans to say, what the fuck? You know, and be like, okay, what does Donald Trump say that he's going to do? He wants to make America great again, right? And everybody's trying to make him stop. Everybody's trying to be like, whoa, 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 Donnie boy, don't you try to make America great. That argument doesn't stand with me anymore. So I've come to the conclusion that if you care about America, you must support the candidate that literally is trying to make it great again, right? So stupid. It's so stupid that it took me that long to figure it out. Like, that's what the stupidest thing. In all reality, I had a lot of faith in DeSantis, and I had a lot of faith in just any other political candidate that didn't have Donald Trump's baggage. You know, I figured anyone would be better than Donald Trump just purely because of the baggage, because then what they do in the White House won't be overshadowed by all the negative hate about the guy. But then I started to think about it, and I'm like, no, because no matter who it is, they're going to have baggage. Donald Trump hasn't been in office in 2.5 years, and literally, you can't go a day on the news cycle without hearing his name. It doesn't matter. You can't go a day. You can't watch a congressional hearing without them talking about Donald Trump. You can't listen to MSNBC or CNN or even Fox News without them mentioning Donald Trump. You can't. Everybody talks about him. He's in their heads. So for me to say, oh, you know, I don't want to vote for the guy because he's got so much baggage, doesn't matter. The baggage is not going anywhere. So why not? Why not vote for the guy? Because he seemingly cares more about America than any other person out there, and that's why they're trying to eliminate him. I'll be honest. That's the only conclusion I can come up to, is that is the reason why they're going after him so hard, is because he truly wants to make America a better place. Okay? And if his direction is different than the direction we're currently going now, I have to back him. Because the direction we're going now is insane. The Dow lost 170 points. The Fed went up 0.25 again, or 25 points again. You know, interest rates are going to continue going up. I was talking to a mortgage broker today. Interest rates came high, and then they got low again, and now they're trending back up. And they're like, yeah, it's going to get interesting for people that are trying to get loans. And it's stupid. It's stupid. Are the financial factors in my household in terms of our buying power for homes hasn't changed? Guess what? We qualify for less because the interest rate's more than double what we have on our house. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. You know, because we found another house that's up in the woods. It's nice. It's about the same price as ours was or what we could get for a house. It's about the same. So we were going through the process, talking with the mortgage broker to see if we could, buy that house, sell our house, and do it. And right with ours, we could probably do well because we could do what's called an assumption sale. Our mortgage is with PennyMac. PennyMac allows other people to assume your mortgage, which means they also get your interest rate. My interest rate's half of what the actual interest rate is now. So I could assume Dow lost 530. Wow. So they lost even more after I last saw it. Did they really? What time's Dow stop? 4? No. The Dow. Oh, yeah, it did. It closed at 420. It closed at 530 points down. No shit. That's a big loss. But yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. So our buying power is less. So we can't do it because the other house. So essentially, we would have to do like 50 grand down in order to buy the house. It's the same price as our current house now. My brother, a realtor, believes that he could get us that 50 grand out of our house. I don't believe so. And then it's all the closing fees and the seller fees and all that shit as well. So then you're not walking away with 50 grand. You're walking away with like 35 grand. It's just stupid, dude. It's stupid. The whole thing is stupid. Do you know what I mean? It's just stupid. Everything that's going on in this country right now is just stupid. And how do they expect people to be able to buy homes? That's the craziest thing in the world. Like, how do they expect people to be able to buy homes if the interest rates on homes make it unmanageable? Like, for example, I don't understand how people have $2,000 to $3,000 mortgages every month. Granted, they make a lot of money. They must, right? But our mortgage is fucking nothing. Like, I can honestly tell you, I don't know when the last time we paid this little for a place to live. Like, to put it in a perspective, we paid more than double what we do now in a mortgage to rent the home here in Woodstock where my store is. More than double to rent that home than what we pay for a mortgage now. It's just crazy. The whole thing's crazy. Assumption is good assumption is good as you say. Info for your mortgage, but to get a new paying more with higher interest rates, stay. Yeah, I know. Our house is too small. That's the main issue with our house. It's too small. It's annoying because I can't hide. Last night I'm sitting there trying to watch TV in the living room, and I literally heard 2 or 3 other TVs going on. You know what I mean? And because my kids can't close their doors to their rooms because they're asthmatics and the dust and all that. So it just fucking, I hate my house, bro. I'm so tempted to do it like a HELOC or whatever. Try to get a HELOC, fix up the rest of the house, get a HELOC, take the 50 grand and build a big addition on the house. Because it seems like that's what most of the neighbors did. Because it's just a small house, and most of the neighbors did it too. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's just crazy. Someone said they want us owning nothing, living pods, eating debugs. Yeah. Someone said you could build onto it, increase value. Yeah, I mean, I had a contractor over that did, or he was a plumber, but he used to be a contractor. And I asked him if anybody, what we would have to do to shore up the foundation for the home to put on the second floor. And he's like, nothing. And I'm like, what do you mean nothing? Because we have a crawl space. I'm like, there's no way we could put a second floor on the house. And and this is what I told him. I'm like, there's no way we could just put a second floor on the house, And my way of thinking is we already got to cut the roof off to replace the roof because it's got a shit ton of soft spots. So I'm like, why can't we just put a second story on the house, right? And when he's like, oh yeah, you don't need to do anything with the foundation, man. I've done it plenty of times. The only thing you got to do is just pull your permits and bada boom, add the second floor on. And I was like, nah, you can't do that. And he's like, okay, fine, you can't do that. He got really pissed, like I was insulting him. Granted, he was an older guy that's probably worked construction longer than I've been alive, so I can understand why he was pissed. But yeah, dude, it's crazy. It's crazy. Someone said your interest went from 0 to 18%, and that's with 800% credit score, no dings on your credit report. What, for credit? I mean, even banks, even car loans. I was thinking about trying to get a van for work. It's not even worth it. It's not, because the car loans, the interest rates on them. Like I said, I got a bank loan offer for 60 grand, right? Which could fundamentally change everything. We would have coffee probably in the whole northern New Jersey if I had 60 grand at my disposal, But the bank wanted 24% interest. And then I heard back from the banker today because I called this morning because of the other financial crapshoot that hit me. So I called the bank this morning, and and I said, hey, listen, I don't need 60 grand. Okay. And I'm certainly not going to pay 24% interest on it. I'm like, how about we cut that shit in half, right? Do 30 grand for fucking 12% interest. He's like, no, I can't do it. He basically, he didn't say no. He said, well, I'll try, but it's probably not going to happen. And I'm like, this is bullshit. It's bullshit. Like, because I need it. Like, you guys don't understand. Well, many that own a business, I'm at that point right now where I can't do fucking anything. You know what I mean? Because we're leveraged enough with the store. I spent $15,000 refurbishing the store to get a total of 3 customers a fucking week. That just come in for free coffee. Or no, that's probably 3 bags sold. Probably 20 people come in for the free coffee. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated in general because I know went the wrong way. I should never have rehabbed the store. I should have said fuck that and not did that and went the consumer route. Because again, if I place coffee makers in gas stations, I can provide the coffee for free to them, so they're going to do it, the gas station owners, because they already lease their machines. I could say, no, we'll lease you the machines, but for nothing, and we'll give you free coffee. The only thing you got to do is give it away. And I already know it worked because I've already talked to 22 different gas stations, all of which that are like, where do I sign up? And I'm like, I can't do it yet because I don't have the fucking money to buy the coffee makers. It's so annoying. It's so annoying. Someone said buy a metal container and make a man cave. I was thinking about building a shed, like literally, pouring a concrete foundation in our backyard, putting a big 12 by 20 shed back there, insulating the thing, and make that a studio. Because in all reality, if I go that route, do I even need this place? Granted, I would have to fucking fight with them about getting out of this, but I don't know. Someone said, Steve, it's not you. Everyone else, retail is dead. Yeah, I know. I know it's not me. I've talked to everybody else. I sat out here for an hour one day watching there's a cafe down the road from me. And I sat out here for an hour watching how many people went in and out of that cafe. They had 20 people in an hour on a Saturday morning when it was like 70 degrees out. You know what I mean? It's just, it's what I need to do is just, I need a loan. That's it. You know what I mean? Or I just need to make a shit ton of money. Yeah, but the problem with it, even when we do well with the sales and all that shit, everything starts going down again because you got to buy all the new inventory, and the new inventory costs more. Coffee costs more. Like our coffee price is raised about $1.15 per pound that we pay for coffee, and our coffee margins aren't great, especially not now offering free shipping on everything. I'm actually going to be changing that this weekend probably right after the show, where it's free shipping on all orders over $20. I'm just in a frustrated mood. Like I said earlier, I feel like I want to punch someone in the face today. Like that's just the general temperament that I have, because it's just been a doozy of a fucking day, and it's gonna be crazy. Someone said, do you have life insurance? You could borrow or loan yourself money. No, I don't have life insurance. But yeah, and guys, listen, I'm bitching just like everyone else does every single day. But I have a mysterious way of when my back's against the wall, shit works out. And it's been that way for years. You know what I mean? But I'm not going to be able, it's not going to work out until the very last minute. Like for example, like rent and all that stuff. I have a big dentist appointment, $6,000 worth of dental work that I have to pay for out of pocket because we already used the insurance up, right? That's going to be approximately, actually, it's a month from today is when the dentist appointment, no, that's my son's birthday. So it's a month from 2 days. You know what I mean? And so I already know I got all that shit. I got to do all that. And I'll do it. I know I don't, it's hard to explain. I always just fucking make money. But at the same time, it's like, fuck. Do you know what I mean? I need a break. Just one day. Like, that's why, a lot of people are like, why are you driving all the way to Texas? Why don't you just fly? I'm like, one, flights are fucking expensive. You're never going to find me paying $700 for a fucking round trip flight. And I can't fit on Delta Airlines where you're like this, sitting on top of someone else that's coughing and sneezing and wiping snot on your leg. I can't do it. I prefer to drive anyway because, well, I can just see shit. I can get out of the commonplace, the thing that I see every day, my little commute. You know what I do sometimes because I'm so bored? I'll drive the back route home and then I jump on the interstate and drive the long way back home. Do you know what I mean? Just so I see a change of pace. That's what I like. So I'm excited to drive all the way to Texas because I'm going to get to see shit. And to be honest, it's essentially 3 highways, right? Because I've got 81 all the way into Tennessee. I think 81 goes all the way to Knoxville. And then I jump on 40 and I follow 40 all the way to wherever, fucking Arkansas. And then jump on 30 and take 30 down to Dallas. And then who knows where else I'm going to be after that. But that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to live stream the whole thing. My plan, this is my plan, tentative plan, okay, is that I'm going to be live tomorrow. And I'm going to leave my house probably the same time I normally come here. So right around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And I'm going to get here, right? I'll probably leave after my kids leave so I can say goodbye to them because I'm going to be gone for 5 days. But I'm going to come here, make sure all the electronics and everything's good, bada bing, set it all up, but I'm not going to go live. I'll probably go live around 9:30 when I'm further south already, because then the TikTok hearing's going on. So you guys are going to have a sick view, right? You're going to have the view of the road, huh? With some fucking TikTok. The TikTok hearing. And you won't have the hearing. You won't be able to watch the hearing, but you'll be able to listen to the hearing. And so I'll play the hearing. Either I haven't figured out. I'll either do it through the car speakers or I'll do it directly into the live view. I haven't figured out which way I'm going to do it. But we'll play that whole hearing down. The whole time I'm driving, that camera is going to be on. I just wish I had a way to mute it. I may have a way to mute it. I haven't. The problem is, like, there's another software I could use that's pretty decent, but I can't get an HDMI out of it on a Mac with the tablet. I don't know. It's convoluted. Like, if you don't understand any of that stuff, you won't understand anything. Someone said, Steven, did you hear about the little rash of swatting? And my name is spelled with a PH, Larry. Only dorks spell their name with a VEN. You know what I mean? Us cool Steven spell it with a PH. Anyway, you said, Steven, did you hear about the little rash of swatting going around different states? What does it say? Go in different states at school districts saying there's an active shooter. It happened here in Iowa. Yeah, it's been happening all school year. Luckily, knock on wood, it hasn't happened where, my people go to. But you know what irks my chain, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what irks my chain more than anything else? All these conservatives that are posting these pictures of black kids in schools beating up white kids and pretending like it's not happening in every fucking school across America. Like, if you want to put videos of kids beating the shit out of each other on schools, then do it. But stop framing it and stop selectively putting pictures out where it's black kids beating up white kids and pretend like that it's some big fucking problem. Because I can tell you with 100% certainty, there's a school district up here where I live that I know a teacher that works there, right? I'm married to her. And they have a rash of fucking violence going on in that school. Almost every day they're having fights. And guess what? It's everybody fighting. It's black kids against white kids. It's white kids against black kids. It's black kids against black kids. It's Spanish kids against Spanish kids. It's 2 Spanish kids that are best friends that still fought each other because one of them called them a Latino and one of them called them some other racial slur, and they went back and forth and they started scratching each other's eyes out. And now, you know what? It's gotten so bad here. Do you know what's happened? It's gotten so bad here that now that the police are actively charging every single kid that gets in a fight at school. Every single kid. They're charging automatically. They're literally criminally charging any kid that gets in a school fight. You know? It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. Schools are annoying. But the thing that pisses me off is when people are posting photos trying to make it out like black kids are attacking white kids at disproportionate rates. Now it's happening in every single school district. You know, but people aren't posting it. They're not posting every fight. There's one Twitter channel that's like posting every single possible fight that goes on. And then you can see, because I'll see it there before anyone else does, right? I'll see it there. Well, millions of other people are seeing it as well. But then you'll see the conservative talking heads selectively pick one that has a black kid beating up a white kid, and they'll say, do you see what the problem is? Are you paying attention yet? And all that stuff. I hate that shit. I hate that shit. You can use it as evidence that there's a fight, but they're not doing it. Like Stu Peters is one, and I know a lot of you guys like him. I've never listened to the Stu Peters show, not a day in my life, but for some reason he keeps popping. I don't follow him either on Twitter, but every day it seems like he's been posting pictures of black kids beating up white kids. And I'll tell you what, people are fighting all over the place. It's not just black kids beating up white kids or white kids beating up black kids or Asian kids beating up Asian kids or Spanish people beating up. It's literally kids. They're fighting every single day. And I hate it when people are posting that. I really do. Like, so just be better. Like I should make that a shirt and just say be better. You know, just about everything. Because that's what America needs to do. We just need to be better. That's what you need to do. That's what everyone needs to do. Just be better. You know, someone said teach your kids self-defense. Well, one of them is. The other one didn't want to do it, but now he's regretting it because his little brother's going to be able to kick his ass. Like the little guy made the older guy cry because he punched him in the stomach. And I was like, you're a sissy. Like, you're crying? Because you got to understand, too, my older boy is probably 150 pounds, right? The little guy is 50 pounds. Like, I'm not joking either. He is a twig. Like, you would be like, wait, are you his dad? Because he looks like I did as a kid, like super duper skinny, right? And my older boy looks like me. You know, he's heavier and all that stuff. But it's just crazy, dude. People are crazy. Someone said, why are kids fighting all the times now? They've always been fighting. When you were in middle school, you didn't have fights like every other day? We did. We had fights in middle school every other day. I remember being like one time sitting in 6th grade and being like, hey, Jason, the kid talked about you today. Jason walks out and breaks his hand on the kid's face, like straight up. You know, I don't know. I just don't understand. I don't understand why everyone's pretending like it doesn't happen. You know what shouldn't happen, and it happens all the time? Shit like happened today in Colorado, where a student who gets his bag searched every day was getting his bag searched today by 2 adults. He pulled a gun and shot both of them, allegedly. That's the latest, but it keeps changing. The narrative keeps changing. Shot 2 staffers. One staffer is in critical condition. The other one has non-life-threatening injuries, from what I saw. But it's crazy. It's crazy, bruh. Someone said, I only saw like one fight, but there were fights off campus. There were fights every single time in school. Every single day in school. I think we even had a stabbing when I was a kid in school. You know what I mean? It happens. It's unfortunate it happens. And I didn't grow up in a rough place. That wasn't a rough school. That was Burlington, Vermont. No, that wasn't even, that was Springfield, Vermont. Like Bellows Falls, Vermont. That's where those were. They weren't bad schools. But we had fights because that's what people used to do. They didn't use guns. You know, someone talks shit about you or your family, you beat the crap out of them. You know, they take a hat, flip it back on the school bus, or throw your hat out the window. That happened to a family member of mine. You know who you are if you're watching. Someone threw took his hat. He used to pick him on all the time. He took his hat, threw it out the window. So what did he do? He beat the shit out of that kid on the school bus. And luckily, when the bus driver stopped and kicked him off the bus, he was at our house. So it didn't matter. But I don't know, dude. Just crazy stuff. Hold on one second. I heard something. I don't know what it was. Sounded like something hit the glass out front. And I can't check the camera because I took the camera down because I'm bringing that camera with me. But I don't know what that was. But it sounded like something hit the glass on the front of the store. Someone said I always got my butt whipped in bar brawls because I was too drunk to fight. I always got in fights at bar brawls without even fucking drinking. I didn't do shit. Like, I'd walk in and they'd be like, here's a big guy, let's fuck with him. You know, and then they regretted it pretty quick. But that's what always happened. I used to hate that too. Like, people would pick fights with me when I go into the bar. Or when I was working security, everyone, like, sized me up. They get a couple of beers in them, and then they want to fight. It sucks. I don't know. But I went on a tangent there because I'm tired of everybody always talking about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tired of it. That's all they do. Oh, look, black kids beat up white kids. Okay. White kids beat up black kids too. White kids beat up white kids. Everybody, they all fight. That's what kids do. I'd rather they be beating the shit out of each other with their fists than shooting each other with guns. You know what I mean? Idnar said you never started a fight. I've started a fight once. No, I didn't. Well, no, I've never started it. I knew it was gonna fight. I knew I was gonna fight because normally what happens, a little guy talks, he runs his mouth, and he's talking up to you, blah blah blah, and you can tell they like people telegraph their punches. So once they telegraph their punch, I mean, if I know it's gonna happen, and they start to telegraph that they're getting ready to punch, they'll start making their fists, they'll start taking a fighter stance, turning their body a little bit so they think they can get one in on you. Nah, I'll just level them right there. I've done that. But I've never gone out and started a fight, picked on someone and tried to deliberately fight them. No. I'm too big. It doesn't make any sense. It's not fair. I've gotten beat up. I got knocked out once with a skateboard to the back of the head. But they were robbing me, so it was different, and they still didn't get anything, and I broke one of their ankles. But there were 5 of them. But yeah, but that's all I could do at that point. I wasn't big yet either. But yeah, they came up behind me, hit me with a skateboard. So I fell down. It kind of made me dizzy. I think I was out for a split second. And I woke up, and they're trying to rip into my pockets, and I grabbed one of the kid's ankles, and whack! He went down, screaming like a little bitch. And then they hit me with a skateboard again. And then I don't know. They didn't get my money though. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, his ankle was broken. And then normally, what you see on TV now, you know what they do? They would have broke the kid's ankle, and then they would have got up and just started beating him. Nah, I don't hit people when they're on the ground either. That kicking shit that you see on all these videos, they're all sissies. They're all a bunch of sissies. Who watched the? If you're on Twitter, you probably saw what is it, 369, whatever the guy is, the fucking multi-haired colored snitch, the rapper. What's his name? 6ix9ine, I think that's it, or 369, something like that. 693. I don't know what it is, but apparently he's like a big snitch. He calls himself a gangbanger, all that stuff, right? He went to jail. He snitched on people apparently, and he got out of jail. But he's famous, right? He's all over the place. And apparently he was working out in a gym in Florida, and he didn't have security with him or anything like that. And so I guess 2 gang members caught him in the bathroom and beat the crap out of him. And that video surfacing all over Twitter. And everyone is talking about how it's funny and all that stuff and super cool. What I see is 2 grown men kicking a guy that's way smaller than him. And I don't understand. And here's another thing. I got to call you out. 6'9", 693, 674, 538, 209. That one. Whatever your name is. Why are you wearing a puffy jacket and short shorts in the gym? That's a little weird too. You're in a regular gym and you're wearing puffy jacket and short shorts. That's a little weird. But you deserve to get your ass kicked. No, but I've never liked it when people jump people or when multiple people beat up people. Or I just hate that. It's so bitchy. You know what I mean? Don't bitch people up. Someone said, "Hello, brother. I talked to tell on that when you say what you said about people sizing you up. I have that every weekend. You know what I do." He said, "Gotcha. So you're a bartender or a bouncer. Same thing." Takashi 6ix9ine is his name. Gotcha. Someone else said something. I forgot where it went. It's not funny and gangs are dumb. Yes. Yeah. But apparently it was just people beating the crap out of him. And that video is going viral. Everyone's sharing it, being like, haha, he finally got his ass kicked. I'm seeing multiple people do it. And one of them's one of the guy that's beating him is yeah, put this on YouTube. I'm going to go famous. And it's so stupid, bro. They're all stupid. The whole reason I was talking about that is just because he got jumped. I hate it when, if you want to fight square, one-on-one, fight one-on-one. Don't fight, 7-on-1. It's just weak, dude. It's weak. And all the people act tough. And you see it all the time. There is this new thing where people are going around in cities, and it's a gang of Utes going around and jumping one person. There was a video that, again, was going around viral showing a gang of black Utes beating up somebody. I don't know the race, but apparently it was a 12-year-old girl. And brutal, kicking her, doing all that stuff. Come on, dude. And the problem is they don't charge any of those people. They should all get charged. They should all be locked up. They should have criminal records for the rest of their lives. That's my belief. But they don't. Steve, can you please show the actual numbers of whites against black, black against white? No, I can't, because I don't fucking care. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It's not a competition. It's not a race to see who can be the most violent. No. No. We need to stop reporting on race on every single little thing in the world. Both people. Conservatives do it too. It's so stupid. Like, how about kids are fighting? You want stats? Here's your stats. There's probably about 5 million fights every single year involving children. Probably more than that. Probably fucking 100 million fights every single year. I don't care about race. I don't care about black or white or any of that stuff. If you want to actually address the issue, then say, why are kids fighting? Not why are black kids fighting, why are white kids fighting? Can you get the ratio of whether black kids are fighting more than white kids? Fuck that. It doesn't fucking matter. Why don't we pay attention to the fact that kids are fighting? It's like crime in cities where they're always like, oh, black kids are shooting black kids, blah, blah, blah. Why don't we talk about the fact that kids are shooting kids? That's more relevant. And then if you actually do that, if you take race away from everything, then the bigots have nothing to go for and the social justice warriors have nothing to go for, and you'll probably actually solve the problem. It's a novel concept, right? You know what I mean? Someone said 13%. It does matter. Your facts are fucking bullshit, Carmen Maria Guerte. Your facts are bullshit. So you're saying, oh, every single youth fight has been documented? Get the fuck out of here. Every single youth fight has been documented. She's like, oh, 13% of the fights are white kids beating up black kids. So that means 90 or 87% of all the fights in schools are black kids beating up white kids. So fucking stupid. So stupid. And that number's fucking made up. I don't care where you got it. I can tell you 100% it's bullshit. Oh, yeah? Yeah, because you know what fight that one doesn't carry on? I'll tell you which one. Homeschool kids. Siblings that beat the shit out of each other. That's not in your little ratio. That's not in your little percentage. You know? Or the fights in, like, bathrooms where no teachers see it. Or the ones in the back of the hall. You know? Or the ones that are outside of school. You don't know that. It's so stupid. Someone said, lol, she's talking about blacks making 13% of the population. They don't make up 13% of the population. They make up 12% of the population. And who gives a fuck? I don't see them as black. I see them as Americans. Okay? I don't care. I don't care. You know what? And here's the problem, too. Someone said, you're an idiot. I'm talking about population. No. It doesn't matter. What the fuck's their population matter? What's it matter if 13% or 12% of the United States population is black? What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? It has nothing to do with it. That is a scapegoat, Carmen Maria Guerte. That's a scapegoat to you trying to be relevant in what you're talking about when it has no fucking bearing. How about you start seeing people for being American and not for being black or white or Asian or anything? That's the American way. It's un-American as fuck to be like, they account for 50% of the murders when it's 13% of the population. It's all them. No, who gives a shit? It's Americans that are dying every day. Care about that. Until you care about that, then fuck off. Like in general, and I'm not saying that to be mean. I generally mean it. Go away. Nobody likes it because it's just fucking stupid, dude. It's stupid. Everybody's been doing it. Everybody's been doing it. I've done it. I've said that shit too. A black person has a 1 in 5 chance of getting shot by another black person. That is a real fact. It's sad. It's sad that anybody has a percentage chance of getting shot by anybody else in the United States. Those are the facts. Someone said you must live in a very white area. No, I live in an area where it's everybody. We lived in Florida prior to that. I don't care about population. I don't care about any of that shit. I see Americans as Americans. Sean Bennett said, nice, tell your audience to fuck off because they disagree with you. Sounds like you're the asshole. You're fucking right. What is the title of this video? What's it literally say in my thumbnail? Does anybody know what it says in my thumbnail? Matter of fact, I'll tell you, motherfuckers. You want to know? What does it say in my thumbnail? Hold on, now I got to do it. Just because Sean, forgot to take out his tampon before he watched my show. Excuse my language. But, yeah, Sean, oh, you're being mean to people. Ah! Get the fuck out of here. What's it say on every fucking video? What's it say on every video? This is what it says. See that message right there? This is the overlay for the other one. What's it say? Warning, you might get offended. Because that's a guarantee. On my show, you are going to get offended because I don't cater to the right or left. I cater to the truth. I'm American before I'm Republican or Democrat. And all the people that want to go up and say, "Oh, race this, race that," you are the reason why America is the way it is. You know, and I know some people get really pissed off with that attitude. "Oh, you're picking on fans, blah, blah, blah." Listen, I can't cater to everybody else. I cater to myself. You know what I mean? And if people like it, they like it. If they don't, they don't. You know, and that's the truth. But, and I'm not going to make him a troll discount. No, I'm not going to do that. As much as I need the sales in the store. Like, hey, let's ask. Should Sean be the discount of the day? 7% off everything site-wide. Should Sean be it? If 20 people say yes and they'll go buy some right now, Sean will be the discount. And I'll do it. Because I actually need lots of you guys to buy shit. I'm so fucked. But I need that. But whatever. Someone said, "When did I win?" I answered because I knew the assignment, someone said. Tommy said he'll buy some. Sean said, "Do it, motherfucker, right now, bitch." LOL. Yeah. Listen, it's not a pissing contest. I get what happens is, and you see, because I got like excited, so I talk loud. That's what happens when people say stupid shit in my chat. I get excited. I address it. For a long time, I was like, listen, I'm going to turn off the chat. I hate the chat. I don't want to read the chat. No, I embrace the chat now. I embrace the chat now. Because what I'm doing is I'm talking to people about what's going on. I'm not talking to people about this or, I'm not trying to cater to audiences. Now, Sean Bennett, if you like being here, be here. If you don't, then just fucking leave. Because otherwise, you're going to make me log into Facebook, find your fucking account, and then ban you. Like, it just, grow the fuck up, dude. We're adults. I just don't believe in racism, Sean. I don't believe in putting race behind every single little fucking thing in the world. If you do, what's that make you, a racist? No, it just makes you fucking closed-minded. That's what it makes. I'm not saying you're racist or anybody else. I'm saying it makes you closed-minded if you only see race. Damn, bro. No, he spells his name S-E-A-N. He's on Facebook. That's why you can't see him. It's just annoying. It's annoying. Tell you what I'll do. Everybody right now that does a Cash App or Venmo, because that's really what we need for traveling and for fuel and hotels and all that. Everyone that does a Cash App or Venmo, any amount, let's do a $10 challenge. Everybody send $10 ones if you can for Cash App or Venmo. Because if everybody sends $10, then guess what? It'll pay for the entire trip. It's all good. But then because I'll call it out, every single person that does it. And then, Sean, you will realize that while you may be offended by what I have to say, the viewers fucking like it. And you spell your name like a fucking asshole. Someone, Elizabeth said, Woodstock, Virginia, 22664 is 79% white, 2% black. Good. Well, guess what? I don't live in Woodstock, Virginia. That's where my store is. And as if that has any correlation to what I'm talking about. Are you saying that I would feel differently if I lived in an area that was populated more by African-American people? No, I wouldn't. Because I already lived in it. I lived in Port St. Lucie, Florida. Look up that percentage. Look up any percentage that you want. Look at this. Barbara Hook is the first one to be like, "Fuck you, Sean," with the $10 Cash App. Thank you. But fuck, man. So, you put the percentage as if that has some correlation into how I feel. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. Like this, right here. Elizabeth says, Woodstock, Virginia, 22664, 79% white, 2% black. It doesn't have any relevance to how I feel. Look at that. Cassie with a $10. Fuck you, Sean. What was that? Via Cash App? No, that was via Venmo. I prefer Sean's over Sean, spelled with a H-A-N. Yeah, I don't know, dude. Someone said, Steve, you were talking about it a minute ago. No, I said it doesn't matter. Those facts don't matter because here's the thing. Everyone has to remember we are Americans. We are Americans. It doesn't matter. There are more white people anyway. You can give it a given that almost any location where you go, any state's got a higher white population than anybody else because of the sheer number of white people that there are in the country. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. What is a bad thing is to focus on race for every single little possible fucking thing. Do you know what I mean? God Rides a Harley said you lived in Port St. Lucie and then in the 80s, it was even horrible then. Oh, it's far worse now. Port St. Lucie is violent as shit. Look at that. Fuck you, Sean. That comes from Amanda via Cash App. That's what I'm going to do. Everybody that sends Cash Apps or Venmos today, you get a big old fuck you, Sean, when you do it. Someone said, smart move having those icons on your screen. Yeah, it's good because if you're watching on a television, like a lot of people do because they like seeing me in high definition, you can just pick up your phone and scan those two codes. It's quite brilliant. So someone said, isn't it a redneck town? I don't know. Which one? I don't know. I don't know what town you're talking about. My town? Probably not. It's a small town America. Cody Ghost said how to stop racism. Stop talking about it. It's very simple. Yeah, that's true. But a lot of people they're just annoying, dude. A lot of people are annoying. Someone said you need to release some of that beard product and pamper that thing. I know, I do. I should make my own beard oil and all that. I actually watched I saw like one of the YouTube, or no, it was on Twitter, a Twitter promotion. Fuck you, Sean. That comes from Marilyn McFadden. Fuck you, Sean. Keep it going, guys, because think about it. Every $10 is like a gallon of gas now, right? It's like a gallon of gas and like a hamburger, all right? And because I'm driving 2,700 miles. So what's 2,700 miles divided by 400? So you're roughly, what, six fill-ups in the fuel tank? Roughly 7 fuel-ups on the whole fuel tank on the car. Get 400 miles roughly to a tag. So you're talking about $320 worth of fuel for the trip. Plus the hotel. Already got the first hotel. That was $202 for Waco. I got to get a hotel for tomorrow night somewhere, but I may just sleep in the car and just drive until I'm fucking gassed. You know what I mean? Because we're hardcore. But I definitely won't be doing that on the way back. Modern Viking Beard Company said I could hook you up on the beard care products. Let's go, Modern Viking. We got some, you'll send me some beard products, buddy. April, reach out to Modern Viking on YouTube. Or he's on Facebook. Reach out to Modern Viking and she can give you the address to the store because I need beard products. I need beard oil. I've got beard shampoo that I got from a viewer a long time ago, and it's great. Oh, hold on. I got a couple more fuck you, Sean's to come. Jen with the $10 for fuck you, Sean, and the tampon you wrote in on. Gross. Oh, sorry, Marilyn. I didn't read it. I apologize. Leanne with a fuck you, Sean. What else? We got more here? No. We'll see. Again, you can scan those. Barbara, did I already say your name? Yeah, I did. Let me, I'll also give a big F you for Brian, who bought a bag of blueberry cobbler. That's a F you, Sean, for Brian as well. How about that? Hoodie link is needed. I'll put that in the chat. We have all new hoodies too. I don't know if you guys saw on our website right here. I added a ton of new hoodies. So we've got a bunch of them are Trump related because I said fuck it, I don't care. So we got Truth Really Upset Most People. We've got Trump Take America Back. Buck Fiden. This is my personal favorite. I've got PTSD, which stands for Pretty Tired of Stupid Democrats. 2024. We got Trump Take America Back in gray. Fix America Again. Take America Back. Trump 2024, the plain one. This is funny too because someone ordered this one and the printer actually rejected it, and I had to fight with them because they're like, "Oh, it's a band design." I said, "The fuck it is," and they're like, "You know what? You're right. Sorry about that, sir." This is one of my favorites personally. It says, "Are you an American or a Democrat?" Like that's one of my favorites. I should make one right now that says, "Are you American or are you Sean?" Anyway, reject the social credit score. We are not descendant from feast-fed people. Just a dad trying not to raise a liberal. And then, don't be a shipper. Which this one, if you haven't bought this one yet, that's for the troll that was here the other day. You might want to buy it because I'm going to retire that fucker as soon as I get back. And then, obviously, all of our other designs. But if you want the links to the hoodies, go right there. And remember, I put a special up yesterday in case there's any big spenders. You buy 4 hoodies, you get 1 free. So you add a 5th one to your cart, and then the 5th one is free. Someone said just a mom trying to raise a liberal. You know, I was thinking about that, but I didn't do it. Ryan with a fuck you, Sean. Thank you for that. Also, June with a fuck you, Sean. The $10 Venmo. Thank you. You said stop playing into the narrative. We are all Americans. United we stand. Divided we fall. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Leanne, did I give you a shout out? Fuck you, Sean. That's from Leanne. I don't know if I did. I'm losing it. And I'm sorry. I didn't read the whole thing. I apologize. Buck Fiden. It's Buck Fiden, not Buck Biden. It's Buck Fiden. That. I just like it. I think it's a good one. I think that's a really good one. But yeah, what else is going on? See, Sean, I literally made about $100 for gas just because you decided to troll my page. So how about that? Doesn't that fucking make you tear up a little bit? Oh, yeah. Trump attorney to testify Friday in Mar-a-Lago. What? I think these are the same ones, unless the new one. I think we're caught up. I think I'm caught up on all the names. Yeah, I'm caught up. Now I just reset it, so I'll see him and I won't miss him. I got to go. Be right back. Oh, you got the back to blue, do you? Nice. 360 Steven, you said Trump attorney to testify Friday at Mar-a-Lago. Testify Friday in front of what? And what's he testifying to in Mar-a-Lago? That doesn't make any sense. God rides a Harley says, let me see. He gets a special one. He said, well, he did $5. He didn't do the $10. So he only gets a fuck you. Because it was $10 for the fuck you, Sean. Fuck. And next one, $20. I sing it in soprano. How about that? Someone is calling me now. Don't call me. No. His name's Steve, not Steven. Oh, what? Stephen Williams said, I highly recommend you follow my example and report this guy. The harassment, sexism, and heinous. How on earth is he still conning people or just funneling him money is beyond me. Report him and delete him. Let his cult members continue to fund his career. You don't have to listen to this hate, said Stephen, spelt with a V-E-N, because he's a fucking moron. So, Stephen, you don't like my show, so you come in here to try to get other people to go? Guess what, Stephen? Yeah, whatever. I'm not even going I'm going to be nice. You see this? Stephen Williams from fucking Facebook. You got your... And what's really funny, the harassment and sexism, what amount of... What possibly did I say today that has... And Stephen, we're not going to ban you. Stephen, what did I say today that was sexist? Let's hear. Okay? Stephen with a V. I got to say it like this. Stephen. Okay? When I say your name. So, Stephen, what did I say today that was sexist at all? Do not mute him or anything like that. You said I am fake and a loudmouth. That's about it. Oh, so you have nothing to say. So you're calling me fake, which is kind of irrelevant because this is who I am. So that's certainly not fake. And you could say I'm a loudmouth. Yes, I am, 100%. The tampons comment is heinous. Yeah, but it's not sexist. It's not, if anything, it's very inclusive now, right? Because who says a man can't use a tampon, Steven? Who says it? Who are you to say a man can't get a period? You sexist? My God, Steven. Someone said, I know because you're a muscle-headed bully. Well, at least you recognize that I am muscle, and but I don't I do have muscles in my head, so you could see them move when they're called eyebrow muscles. I don't know if that's what they're called at all. But whatever. I'm just going to leave Steven's comment up there because fuck it. Oh, wait. Fuck you, Sean. That's a $20 one from Kate. She wanted the soprano. That wasn't a good one. It was supposed to be higher pitched. Whatever. Fuck you, Steven. Someone said, where are these trolls coming from? I don't know. I've never seen his name before. So, Apparently, he got really offended because of the tampon one. And I'll be honest, I don't even remember what I said about it. But whatever. But I mean, it's not very inclusive of you, Steven, to be completely honest. And just in case you don't know terms of service, I'm well within terms of service. I will not I will not get banned for anything I've said thus far in the show. You know why? Because there's nothing. I haven't said anything wrong. You may find it morally repugnant or whatever you want to do because your name is Steven. But come on, bro. Enough of these people talking stupid. All right, what else? Is he on YouTube? No, he's on Facebook. That's why you see the little F by his name. Lay off the soy, Steven. Yeah. And so he called me Stephanie. He's like, K Stephanie. Good one, buddy. Like fucking kids, dude. He's like a child. A child. All right, April, you can get rid of him now. So, actually, I don't know. April, I don't know if I can, but here, we'll just block user on Facebook. Because you don't need to be here. If you're telling other people to block me because you don't like my show, why don't you just not watch? Wouldn't that make the most sense? I don't know. Steve needs a blue wig when he goes off on people. Yeah, right? I should. just be like, just like put on a wig and come back and lose my shit. But I can't because that would be a little bit too much like Angry Viking, right? Except I would have to dress up as a woman like he did. So no, I'm not going to be wearing a wig. But man, dude, people are crazy. What else is going on? Does anybody else have anything relevant? Because Steven, like, the $50 ones, that's how you know Steven really, really pissed off the viewers when they said $50 cash apps. Or just, if anyone that's watching that wants to send a cash app and wants to fuck you, Steven, just type Steven as the comment, but you better spell it with a V-E-N. Angel said Steven is probably Sean in disguise. Yeah, it's probably his husband. They're probably sitting there. How do you know about the tampons? That's probably what they're doing. They're probably sitting there, both on their phones, steaming, saying, "How the fuck did he know about the tampons, Steven?" That's probably what was going on. Sitting back and forth. Oh my gosh, man. These people crazy. Argue about who takes the tampon. I don't even remember what the original comment was about the tampon. But apparently that's what sent Steven off. He didn't like it. He said it was heinous. Like his fucking spelling of his name. Like spell your name like man. Steven spelled backwards is tampon. It's not even close. That wasn't me that said that. That's funny. I should have said that in the beginning though, because that would have been funny. When he said when he said it, I should have said, Steven spelled back. Yeah, that would be funny. Oh man, that made me. My face actually hurts from smiling. So look how the show could turn around. Because before the show, I was in a shitty mood. Now I'm in a good mood. Thank you, Steven. At least I owe that to you. Wasn't the tampon comment a cash app? No, I said it before, and then someone else said something. Sean said, so you weren't sexist, but you don't know what you said again. You're an effing idiot. Okay, I mean, Sean, were you also offended? Are you mad now? Are you also super offended that I banned your boyfriend, Steven? I can only assume you guys were together. Because you both are fucking doofuses, and I don't know why you're watching. But I know it wasn't a sexist comment, because tampons, it's very sexist to believe that only women use tampons. Because you can also use tampons if you get shot. Duh. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Sean said he was never offended at anything. Just noticed you're an asshole. You just noticed? You just noticed I'm an asshole? Even though on the front of every single video, I say you will get offended. Every single fucking video I do, you just noticed I'm an asshole. Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Elizabeth is still on the Shenandoah County, Virginia is 87% white, 2% black. Okay. As if that has some sort of relevance to any part of the conversation. Actually, the only relevance that has to the conversation is the fact that you keep looking it up, is meaning that you're not actually hearing what I'm saying. Because once Americans stop paying attention to race, we can actually solve some issues in this country. Seriously, we can actually do it. Once the bigots stop being bigoted, once the racists stop being racist, once the black people or all the social justice warriors stop feeling like they, because they're white, most of them, feel like that we owe this to come on. Once all that's done, we can actually get along and actually deal with this country. But it's never going to, because we have people like that. People that always want to do it. Someone said, relevant to what you said about the fights. It's actually not. It's actually not. Nothing I said has any correlation of the racial breakdown of this, because again, this is the fact. If you're trying to say, oh, because of the school that's here in this area, guess what? The school that's in this area isn't in Shenandoah County, and it's got a much more diverse. Sure, I'm sure it's probably like 75 or something like that. I don't care, but it's way more diverse. What coffee do you have for fragile feelings? Fuck off and go away. It's the easiest way. I don't have fragile feelings. Rose said, oh my God, my 13-year-old heard you from the other room. It came in running and laughing and saying, I want to listen. Sorry. Sorry, Rose. I apologize. Sorry. See, now I'll stop, okay? Now the jokes about the tea that men use when they get shot, right? I'll stop. I'll stop with that, because now I know at least one child is watching. And then you should not let your kids watch this show. I literally have a warning on the front page. I put the warning up there once one of our longtime viewers was offended by something I said, and rightfully so. I understand that argument. I understand it. And thankfully that argument made me just stop caring, because I was trying to censor what I feel and what I want to say and all that stuff too much. I don't want to do that. I want to be authentic, and this is my authentic. This is who I am. Trust me, ask my wife. She fucking hates it. But then again, that's how I got her, by being who I am. I'm not going to be fucking fake. You know what I mean? And if people get offended by it, then you shouldn't watch. You don't need to come in the chat, Steven, and try to get people to be banned and all that stuff. You don't need to do that, because for one, it's not going to happen. You don't think, if my channel stayed up when we were covering the Antifa riots, where all the leftists would mass report our videos and they still wouldn't come down, do you think one little fruitcake is going to be able to do it? And I'm not saying that in terms of sexuality or anything, because frankly, I don't know your sexuality. I'm saying, like, the fruitcake attitude, like the fucking pushover, whiny ass crybaby bitch that you seem to be. Sorry, was that too much? I apologize. I don't apologize. Fuck, dude. People piss me off. Sorry, Rose. Sorry. Don't let your kids watch this, please. Please don't let your kids watch this. Someone said, I've heard kids talk worse. I know. I don't know. It just pisses me off. Like, I don't understand it. It just pisses me off. You should have roasted him in the angry turnip voice. Yeah. Did someone ban or mute Steven? Yeah, I did. I think. I don't know. But I think it only does it for the stream. So Steven can come in tomorrow and talk shit. I believe. I don't know. It's just annoying. I don't understand why people have a problem with it. Like, here's the thing. You know what I do when something's on TV? Like, for example, if I'm flipping through the channels when I used to have cable, we don't anymore because we're normal. But when you used to flip through the cables, right? And then you flip through CNN and it turns on for a second and you get that, like, if you listen to it a second more, you're going to vomit. So you quickly change the channel because you don't want to watch it because it's something that makes you repulse, right? And it makes you want to throw up all over your house because CNN sucks ass. Like, when you change the channel, that's why I never understood why people try to cancel people. People try to, stop shopping at these places, or they try to do. And everybody knows that 100% across the board. That's the one thing I've always felt. I don't like the cancel culture. I don't like canceling this. I just don't like it because it's fucking juvenile. All right. Everybody has to be themselves. Someone said any balloon sightings. I don't know. Someone said he was laughing about the Steven thing, the way you sound. Oh, by going, Steven! Yeah. You know what? How I got that? There was a gay dude that my wife and I, I crashed her car. Long story, before we had kids. I took her car, right? And I was going to clean it. So I dropped her off at work in her Jeep, and I was going to go take it and detail and all that stuff. And as I was turning into the parking lot of my apartment, some kid in his grandfather's truck rear-ended me and flipped the Jeep on its side, right? So we ended up totaling that Jeep out, or I didn't. The insurance company totaled that Jeep. So we decided that it would behoove us to use all that money because we got to keep the Jeep. So they gave us a check for like $5,000 and said it's going to have a salvage title, but it was fully drivable and everything. And I'm like, fuck it, whatever. So we took the money and we went on vacation. So we actually came down to DC. This was before we lived here, but my family lived here. And at that time I wasn't close to my family. So it was very like therapeutic. One, my wife, who wasn't my wife at that time, we'd been dating for probably less than a year. We literally came down. She met my mother and got me through some of the hardest. Because again, I grew up in foster care, so there's a difference. There was a lot of animosity in my life about my kid, about brothers and wife, or you know what I'm saying. Like my childhood was rough. So when I was reintroduced to my family as an adult, I'm very thankful that my wife was there. But we went to a restaurant in Washington, D.C. We almost moved to D.C. That it wasn't expensive then, and there were safe spots. I don't think there are anymore. But we went to the zoo. We went to all that stuff. Someone said, Steve talked about the fights in his wife's school were all racist. Facts show that 2% black in that county, whatever. Actually, Elizabeth, fucking moron, my wife doesn't work in Shenandoah County. So again, you, Elizabeth, just proved that you're fucking stupid. Because I've asked you over and over and over to stop with the racist shit, right? My wife doesn't fucking work in Shenandoah County, so you don't know what you're talking about. So stop talking about it. We're not talking about white kids beating up black kids or black kids beating up white kids. There are kids fighting. Stop with the racist shit, okay? Stop. Like, seriously, that's the only warning, Elizabeth. I'm tired of fucking seeing your comments saying the same thing over and over. It's fucking stupid. You think my wife works in the county? Get the fuck out of here. Do you want me to dox where you work? Yeah, sure, fucking Elizabeth. Because she doesn't work in Shenandoah County, you fucking moron. And you're telling me you want to dox where she works? Fucking idiot. How about you can go fucking suck a big hairy ball sack, you fucking bitch. Sorry, excuse my language. You guys all saw that on YouTube. She literally says, you want me to dox where she works? She doesn't work in Shenandoah County. Yeah, she's a fucking teacher. It's public. Everybody can find it if they really wanted to. Fucking scumbag. April, write down her name. April, all my mods, dig deep into Elizabeth with her fake ass fucking profile. You want to say you want to dox me? Wait till the fucking Yeet army turns on you, Elizabeth. Piece of shit. I probably banned her too quick. All of you guys could do it. I think I threw her fucking name up on the screen. Fucking. Oh, man. Elizabeth spelled backwards as ball sack. Fucking funny. Fucking funny. Craig said, can you get a pound of coffee for every... Oh, my God. I'm so annoyed now. Elizabeth, you just ruined the show. That's probably what you wanted to do anyway. Just ruined the show, though. Say, do you want me to dox your wife is literally what she just said. That's literally what she just said. Do you want me to dox your wife? April, I want you to find out everything about her, if you can. See if this is really you. Wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny? Dun 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 dun. Do 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 doom ba doom boom boom. Do 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 ba da ba da ba da boom. Sorry, I got sidetracked because I already think I found her. Her real name and her real profile and where you fucking work. But say you want to dox my wife. She doesn't work in Shenandoah County. So Go fucking figure that one. My kids don't even go. That's why we pay out of county tuition. How many times have you heard me say that? We actually pay, I think it's $6,000 or something like that every year for our kids to go out of county. We wouldn't pay out of county tuition if she worked in fucking county. Goof. Goof. Fucking, you want me to dox? You fucking kidding? Ugh. But just so you know, Elizabeth, I will likely know everything about you by the end of the show, because that's how people get crazy. That's how, I mean, you want to fucking threaten my wife? Are you fucking kidding? Piece of shit. Anyway, someone said it was awesome watching her name disappear. Yeah. Someone said, how long is the trip? We love the streams from the camper. I won't be in the RV. So I'm taking my car. I'm going to leave tomorrow morning. It's a 19-hour drive down, so I'm not driving straight through. I'll probably just stop and crash out somewhere. And then, I don't know. It depends. It depends how far, how fast I go and all that stuff, how I do. Because even if I drive for 12 hours and then find a hotel somewhere, if I leave tomorrow around 7 a.m. and I find a hotel around 8 and sleep, I could still get to the new hotel in Waco. I don't know. It depends. It depends. Elizabeth said, your husband has asked twice if you're talking to me. I'm not. Someone said, I mean, it's just public record. Same. Yeah. I don't like it when people try to talk about my wife. So I just don't. You know, it's fucking crude and stupid. I can't click on links. Denise, don't put links in my chat. Delete your comment. I don't even know what it is. You can send it to me as a messenger, Denise, if you want. But yeah, please don't put links in the chat because I don't know what you're posting there. Finish telling your story, Steve. I love your story times. Are you? So DC. So my wife and I went to DC. We went to a restaurant. This is right after I totaled her Jeep, but we got to keep it because they offer you. It was like $4,700. You keep it, or $5,000 and they take it. And we're like, no, it's drivable, and we could drive it with a salvage title. So fuck it, we'll keep it. And so yeah. We went to this restaurant and we had this waiter. I forgot I don't know what his name was. This was fucking 15 years ago. But I used to drink Stella Artois. It's a beer, and I liked it. And so he comes over and he asks what she wants. She gets some like vodka bullshit. And he's like, what do you want? And I'm like, Stella. And then he walks away and he goes, one Stella coming up. Like fucking so loud, like the top of his lungs. He was very flamboyant. Top of his lungs as he walks away in a crowded DC restaurant. And I was like, that is funny. It made us laugh. We laughed so fucking hard. But there you go. There's the story. And that's why, like, so when I was doing Steven, it's kind of with that voice, because I'll never forget it, you know, because and we do it, you know, occasionally. We'll still get Stella, like if I'm in a bar or something and they don't have like PBR or something or an IPA that I want, and I just feel like having a Stella, I'll do it. And then my wife and I, it's just something that we'll always have because we'll turn to each other and go, Stella. Like, you know what I mean? It's just funny. Were they Italian? No, I don't know what nationality was. He was gayer than a $2 bill. That's not an expression, but you know, he was very, very flamboyantly gay, but he was very nice. He was very, very nice. And he was funny. Like, every single thing that he said and did was fucking hilarious. And that's probably why he was, you know, a waiter in DC. He probably made a lot of money. Stella does come with its own fancy gold rimmed glass. That's probably why I liked it, too. But yeah. What else? What else? Did I miss any other Cash Apps or Venmos? I could put it back up if you want to. If you want. If you guys need the links again, just in case, and April could put it in the chat. Someone said we all need to pray for 6ix9ine. No, we don't. Why do we all need to pray for 6ix9ine? Oh, sweet. Annalisa with $100 Venmo. Thank you so much. Well, Annalise, you just bought the hotel for tomorrow night, so I'll be staying in a hotel tomorrow night because I'll find one that costs $100 and stay there. So thank you. But yeah, you can do Cash App or Venmo that way. Today was actually a good show. I'm very happy that we had trolls. See, that's a good part about trolls is they make me happy sometimes. Like I was like not in a good mood before this show. But I am now. Roy said, you and your wife need to come up to our new restaurant. Which restaurant is that? I can't see your profile picture. It's too damn small here. So what restaurant is that? Tim Martell said 800,000 people enlisted in one day in North Korea. Can we touch on that? Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not. I mean, no, I can't touch on it. They can't do shit. Fireside in Maryland. Oh, by Hagerstown, you got a new one? That was a good restaurant. Well, but it was Trackside, wasn't it? Is that you? Trackside. Yeah. See, I remember Roy. See, I remember that. Yeah, Trackside was a good restaurant, except for the whatever fucking crab shit that the owner had me eat. I didn't like that. But yeah, that was good. The crab sandwich. Yeah. Ugh. Did not like it. But yeah. Someone said he talked about it earlier. Conversation led to Elizabeth and her tomfoolery. Yeah. Did you hear about Mexico's president comments? I don't know. Richard Rogers said, I haven't seen $100 hotel. Well, I mean, to be honest, we've made, I don't know, we probably made maybe 250 with that last contribution. So that's good for gas and food and stuff like that. I wasn't really worried about gas and food. I'm worried about fucking everything else. I wanted the loan. You know what I mean? I was trying to get the loan because essentially what I would do is I'd go out and buy a ton of coffee makers, and start doing it. Someone said, I remember Trackside with the upstairs bar. No, I don't think there's upstairs bar. Someone said, why are the hotels if you're driving the RV? Because I'm not taking the RV. I'm taking my car because I can get there quicker and the fuel is cheaper. My RV gets 7 miles to the gallon in gas. It's not diesel, it's gas. It's not a diesel pusher. It gets 7 miles to the gallon. My car gets about 25. So you see there's a difference. So I could go faster too. And we're taking the motorhome on a mini cross-country trip in like 2 weeks. I don't want anything to happen to it. You know what I mean? Because I'm going with my wife, my kids, my dogs. So we're going to Kentucky, then to Tennessee, and then, no, Kentucky to North Carolina. Well, maybe we'll touch at Tennessee, and then to North Carolina, and across North Carolina, and then coming up, and then coming back home. Someone said, yes, AMLO came out and supported Trump. I don't know who that is. Am I giving out coffee this time? No, not giving away coffee. I'm literally going there for 3 hours so you guys could see what's going on the outside and the trip. Like, I'll drive all the way there tomorrow, and it will be fun, and it will be fine, and it will be awesome, and then I'll drive back up, and like I said, I like driving. David Perdue said, holy shit, Mike Kenworth with the new X15 was getting 7 miles per hour today. I was empty, really. If you stop by Raleigh, North Carolina, I'll come see you. Well, when I'm with my whole family, nah. And I'm not coming by Raleigh. Well, no, I don't think so. I'm just taking 81. I don't even know. I'm taking 81 further than I've taken 81 in a long time. Because normally, like the furthest I went, when I would go to Florida, before we moved up here, I took 81 down for a long time until it crossed into another one, and then I cut across part of Virginia. So before 81 exited Virginia, cut across part of Virginia, then I go into North Carolina. It's very backwoodsy up there. I don't know I forgot what road it is and all that stuff, but your Jeep is a gas horn. Yeah, I know. My wife would like a Jeep someday, maybe. Raleigh, not Raleigh. Oh, gotcha. AMLO is the president of Mexico. The president of Mexico endorsed Trump. Are you fucking kidding? That's fucking funny. No shit. Someone said, you'll be in North Carolina for a small piece, not anywhere near Raleigh, though. Drive safe. Will do. I'm still fucking taken aback that someone wanted to dox my wife. Like, that's fucking crazy. Isn't that just like so weird that someone would get so offended by what I said that they want to dox my wife? As if I haven't mentioned 5 fucking million times on this show that I have to pay out of county tuition for my kids to go to school. It sucks. That's one of the reasons why we're thinking about buying another house so we can move to the same county. And you know what the worst part is? Where our house is, literally 2 miles down the road, is the same county. But because we don't want to pay for it anymore. We're just giving away money. But yeah, it's annoying. Someone said, "Do you go through Wisconsin?" No, I'm not going to Wisconsin. To be honest, it wouldn't be doxing anyway. It'd just be putting personal information out, which is it would just be fucking dirty. You know what I mean? It would just be dirty. But I'll tell you this. We already know it's a possibility. My wife has already had a conversation with her principal and let her know what I do for a living, just in case it ever comes. You know, because it is what it is. People are just awful people. You know, that Elizabeth O'Brien is an awful person. Yeah, and I know you can still watch. You're just banned from the chat, but I know you can still watch. You are just not a good person. To even say that, whether or not you took offense to what I was saying, or the fact that you just kept saying the same thing over as if it had some correlation to what I was saying when it in fact didn't, because you don't know what district my wife works in, which is not Shenandoah County. You just kept going on. My kids don't even go to that county. You just kept going on and on to try to prove your liberal talking points, which were actually, and I'll say liberal talking points because typically liberals are the ones that are so stupid that they keep repeating shit over and over and over. You were trying to argue that black people are more responsible for violence in schools, as if that has some sort of correlation to anything that I said whatsoever. Because what my point wasn't that black kids had more, that were beating up white kids in school more. My correlation was that nobody should give a fuck about the race of those children. They should only care that they are children. You know what I mean? That's all. That's what people should care about, is that they're children doing it. I don't care about whether they're black kids or white kids. I don't care about the percentage on whether they're doing it more. I don't care. That shit doesn't matter to me, and it never will. And if it matters to you, I would say, well, you're probably a fucking racist, to be honest. If you don't see the kids for the kids and you see them for the race, then you're a fucking racist. They're kids. You want to solve all the violence and the crime in this country? Stop seeing everything through the fucking racial blinders that everybody does. We blame the left for doing it, but then that person, whoever that Elizabeth person was, guess what? You just did the very same thing that I am almost certain that you have accused the left of doing. You put race into a justification for why people are doing something instead of getting to the bottom of why people are doing stuff. And that is the problem. That is the problem, you know? And then to take it another level and continuously repeat that narrative, even though you know that's not what I was talking about. In fact, it was the exact opposite of what I was talking about. And then when I call you out for doing that, you say you're going to dox my wife and where she works because you know that my wife works in Shenandoah County. Well, you're fucking stupid. She's never worked in Shenandoah County. In fact, when we lived here in Woodstock before we bought our house, guess what? She didn't work in Shenandoah County. And when we lived in Florida, she didn't work in Shenandoah County. You know what I mean? So fucking trying to pretend like you know more than I do. It's fucking stupid. I'm married to her. You're just some fucking internet fat slob troll. Sorry. Was that too much? And the reason I'm addressing her now is because she could still watch it. Yeah, we banned her from the chat, but she could still watch, and she is. You know she is. I'll probably have a message on Facebook after, because that's what a lot of people do when they get banned on YouTube. They go to Facebook and they complain that we banned them on Facebook or banned them on YouTube. And I'm like, well, we banned you. And they're like, what do you ban me for? I don't even know. Or I'll wait like a week and then they send me a message and they're like, oh, I got banned by one of your mods. I think it was an accident. And I'm like, tough shit. If you got banned, you got banned. You know, and that's the truth. You know, unless you send cash apps. I had someone that sent $100 and was like, dude, I was banned like 3 months ago. Please unban me. I don't even know why I'm banned. I was like, they sent $100 to get unbanned. Like, if they want to do that, fine. Fuck it. You know, but I don't know, man. It's just stupid. Someone said, remember the FBI forced Biden investigation t-shirts? Yep, I'm wearing it. Biden, FBI forced Biden investigation? I don't know. Oh, yeah. I didn't even have that one on for a long time. Was that one of mine? I don't know. Someone said, I didn't recognize her name and been watching a long time. I didn't see her name either. And she had a picture of Michelle Obama as her fucking profile picture too. It's fucking crazy. You know? But whatever. She got her moment of fame. She got me talking about her just for a fucking second. So, good. You know, now move on. But I've been pretty universal in my condemnation for anybody, just, you know, in general. that wants to talk shit about my wife. Or at least not even talk shit about my wife, even start talking about it. You know, to say you want to dox where she works, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Your school system is looking for teachers and pay some is $100,000, and we have third nicest high school in country, very conservative school. SOC is free. I don't know what SOC is. Tim Martell said, "Don't you mean Michael Obama?" No, I mean Michelle Obama. She's a woman. I know you're jumping on the whole, is she a man? Nah, she's a woman. Whatever. I don't care. I'm not going down that fucking rabbit hole of bullshit either. School of choice. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know the downside to school choice. I don't know the downside of it. I've even my wife doesn't, you know, because when we were talking about it the other day, I was asking her what she knows about it. Because there's a difference between school choice and charter schools. The reason why a lot of people don't like charter schools is because they don't have to follow, like even teachers. And I didn't know this. Some states have charter schools where you don't even need a teaching certificate to be a teacher. Do you know what I mean? Which is fucking crazy. You know, I didn't know that. But I've never understood the whole argument against school choice, because when you want, because that's a lottery system, right? I believe that's how it works. So you could argue that, right? Isn't that how school choice? Well, I shouldn't even talk about it because I don't know anything about that whole argument, you know? Because technically I'm exhibiting school choice by paying for it myself. You know what I mean? Because we pay for our kids to go out of county. And that's why we were thinking about buying a house, because that was our rationale, is we could save $600 a month essentially by moving out of county, or by moving into the county. But not really. We don't save anything because our mortgage would go up because the interest rates are through the roof. You know what I mean? At any rate, I got to go home and eat dinner because my wife has to take the one to martial arts, so I got to stay with the other one. I will be live tomorrow, probably right around 9:30. Cross your fingers. Hope everything works. Right around 9:30 tomorrow, okay? Because we will, I will be live, and I'm going to attempt to cover the TikTok hearing. So you'll see the road where I'm driving, plus you hear the audio from the TikTok hearing, plus whatever I talk about. And then I'm going to be live the entirety of the day until I stop driving or have to restart the feed. So I appreciate everyone who did the Cash App, Venmos. If you didn't and you want to, the links are in the chat. They're not in the description of this video, but I'll tell you what, I will put them on the main page of Citizen Stringer right under this video. Because if you guys didn't pay attention, Citizen Stringer is sort of back. Just if you go to citizenstringer.com, you will see a placeholder, and then it also has the live feed, and it's going to be different. It's going to be all incognito. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for watching. I appreciate everyone for the Cash Apps and Venmos. It does help a lot for the trip. And I will see all of you guys from the road mañana. That's tomorrow in Spanish, by the way, in case you didn't know.